So Newcastle United had been beaten here 2-0 by Arsenal on a day which was all set up for Newcastle to re-establish that cushion in the Champions League places. But a strange game in some ways. Newcastle starting the game brilliantly, hitting the post early on, and then the penalty incident, which will be debated by some throughout the night. And you know, the referee Chris Kavanagh booed off. Some people saying he stuck to the letter of the law, and Newcastle certainly weren't happy with it in the technical area, Eddie Howe and his staff. So be interested to see what's said in the press conference after the game. But then two uncharacteristic moments really handing Newcastle this defeat. Defensive lapses in the first half. Odegaard just not closed down, and Newcastle not clearing the lines, and they went in 1-0 down at the break, and probably could have been more had it not been for Nick Pope. Second half again, Martinelli he was hardly even galloping down the left hand side, and he's ended up getting a cross in which Fabian Schär's put past his own keeper, and that was pretty much game over. In between the two Arsenal goals, you had Isaac hitting the post as Newcastle threatened a comeback, but overall Newcastle didn't have the answers today. They take the fight for the Champions League place to Leeds next weekend, a tough game, but it's still very much in their hands. They've still got a game in hand, and they've got Brighton and Leicester to come here before the season is finished. So a tough day, one where Newcastle just had to dust themselves down. They're still very much in with a shout at the Champions League, but beaten here today by Arsenal, who pretty much had to win to keep their title hopes alive. It was do or die, but Newcastle sadly didn't have the answers.